Good morning, and I start this video with a fish. And it's a nice one. It's a perch, my favourite species, and you can see there that I'm lure fishing this morning. That's a cracker, isn't it? It's my first day back at church today. Due to COVID, the building's been closed, so I decided to still fish on Sunday morning, but to do a quick lure session. Very convenient when time is tight. That's the business end. You saw the lure there. It's a small rubber minnow, and I'm fishing with a jig head, very light jig head, 1 gram. I've got fluorocarbon leading up to the lure itself and the jig head. And the reel and the rod, it's actually a drop shot rod, which I find very good for this mini jigging type of fishing. And when you think about it, it's quite similar to drop shotting in many ways. I'll tell you what though, as you've seen, it works, and that's the important thing. I'm crouching down to record this. Normally I would stand up, but the tripod is not sufficient for that. What I'm doing is I'm casting the lure into the water, and then very gently, as you can see there, teasing the bait through the water itself. I do prefer mornings to evenings on the canal at this time of the year, because the boat traffic means that even when they park up at night, the canal is still fairly coloured, but what you get in the morning is a number of hours where there hasn't been a boat, so the clarity of the water is better. And of course that's what you're doing when you're fishing with this method. It's about sight, so you're trying to put the bait in front of the fish's nose and entice it into snatching. I'll tell you what, when you get that take, it's a fantastic feeling. And even better when you net a nice perch. Just half an hour for me. I did have one other little pluck that didn't develop. So it's a fine line, isn't it, sometimes? But I'm happy to say that I was most definitely on the right side of that line this morning. That's the beauty of lure fishing, as I've already said. When you don't have a lot of time, but you want to go fishing, your rod's made up, you don't have to pre-bait, you don't have to build up a swim. When you get there, you arrive, piece the rod together, cast out, and you're fishing.